Guys, once again today new problem 0 1 matrix. In this problem we have given that we have m cross n binary matrix. In this matrix we have to return the distance of the nearest 0 for each cell. So here is the example. Look at the example. Once there is a 0 at 0 comma 0 index, the nearest of 0 himself is 0, then no need to increment the step. So 0, then again 0, then again 0, then here's also again 0, then here's is a 1. The nearest distance of 0 from 1 is 1. Look at this. So this will be 1, then this 0, then this 0, then this 0 again. So look at the example 2. In this example we have given 0 at 0 comma 0 index. The distance of the minimum distance of 0 from 0 is 0, then no need to change 0. This will be 0, this will also 0, this will be 0. Look at this ones. The nearest distance of 0 from 1 is 1, then this will be 1, this will be 0, then this will be again 0, 1, sorry, this will be 1 because the nearest distance is 1. Then look at this at 2 comma 1 index. Yes, here is the diagonal. Look at the diagonal. You will find there is a diagonal, so this distance will be 1, but it's wrong. We have given that we have to go in row wise or column wise. So firstly we will go row wise, then column wise. This will be 2, so this will be 2, then this will be 1. So understand? So now what will be the logic? Let's think about this. So we have given that minimum steps, we have to find minimum steps na? That's why this is something similar to graph, where you have to find minimum steps or minimum distance. So I think there is a intuition, yeah, the graph will applied in this question. So what will be the approach algorithm? So what will be the algorithm? I think there will be algorithm BFS, breadth first search. That will perfect because we have given that the minimum, we have to find minimum distance, so that will use, so we will use BFS like this. In BFS look at this, there is an intuition minimum steps or minimum distance. Like in BFS, firstly we have to make a visited matrix. Look at this visited and 3 cross 3 matrix initialized with 0. Okay, then when I traverse the index, I will declare this 0 as 1s. Okay, then I will make a distance matrix also, then I will apply q. This is a basic logic, yeah, because breadth first search में हम यही यूज करते हैं. So now let's try the code. Firstly I have to declare the files. So int n equals to matrix dot size, and int m equals to matrix of 0 dot size. So now we have to make visited matrix, visited array basically. So vector of int visited of size n comma vector int of size n plus m, exactly initialized with 0. Then again vector of vector int distance size n comma vector int m initialize with 0 actually. Now I have to make queue also, queue data structure, because in breakfast sets we have to use queue. Pair of int comma int queue. The first is for row and column, and second is for steps. Exactly, understand? For int I equals to 0. Now I will traverse this matrix I less than n, then I plus plus. For int j equals to 0, j less than m, then j plus plus. This one is perfect. Now if the matrix of I and j equals to 0, if this will equals to 0, so what we have to do? Firstly, I have to push the steps 0, because no need to increment the steps, because we have to find the nearest 0. If 0 himself is a 0, so no need to go further. So initialize with gq dot push I comma j comma 0. Okay, then mark as visited of I and j equals to 1. Perfect. Then in else case, if this is not 1, 0 actually, this is 1, so what we have to do? Mark as visited. Visit means don't mark as visited actually, equals to 0. So now go for the next loop. Actually, int I am making this int solve row is equals to -1 comma 0 comma +1 comma 0. int solve column is equals to 0 comma +1 comma 0 comma -1. How I can write this? Let's think about this. If I am in 0th position, means 0 position, there is a number 0, so I can go upper, left, right and down. If I go upper, then it will be row -1, so -1. If I go in left side, that will be 0, row plus 0 actually. If I go down, then that will be row +1. Then if I go right, that will be row plus 0. So row -0 exactly you can see. Okay, and that is same like solve column also. So now I have to traverse the queue, not of queue dot empty. Int row is equals to, now row is queue dot front dot first. Are you understanding what I am saying? Yes, good. Int column is equals to row dot first front, sorry, dot first dot second. Correct. Now steps also, int steps is equals to queue dot front dot second, sec or nd. Okay, Now q dot pop. This is the basic logic of BFS. You can easily understand this. Now I have to distance array, distance of row and column is equals to steps basically. Now I have to apply a loop for int I equals to 0, I less than 4, then I plus plus the int neighbor row is equals to row plus exactly what this one is solved actually. Of I int neighbor column is equals to column plus solve column of I. Perfect. Are you understanding what I am saying? If now this is the condition, what you have to do in this condition is, if neighbor row is less than 0 or and neighbor row is greater than m, and actually no neighbor row is less than n actually greater than equals to, we are applying now neighbor column greater than equals to 0 and neighbor column is less than m. And now this condition is important in this. What will be the condition? Visited of, if it is not visited, then what? Then we have to do this. Equals to 0 means not visited, then we have to do this. What we have to do? Q dot push neighbor row comma neighbor column and increment the steps plus 1. And mark it visited also. Neighbor column equals to 1. Perfect. And return what I have to return? Distance vector. Perfect. Let's look at this code. This one is perfect. This one perfect. Let's run this code. There is a visited array. Visited I write like this. Visited. This one is also visited. And perfect. There is a problem. Visited also, here is also problem in this one. let's run this. Run. Yeah, runtime 0 millisecond. Let's submit this. We will see the time complexity and space complexity also. Yeah, perfect. So now the time complexity beats 92.14% of users C++. That is better code actually. So the now let's discuss about the time complexity and space complexity. So firstly discuss about the space complexity. The space is basically O of m cross n. There is a space and there is a q space also. So space is m cross n. This is simple. So let's discuss about the time complexity. What is the time complexity? Here it is taking time O of m cross n. Okay, nested loop because O of m cross n, and here also taking time means it means O of 4 cross m cross n, basically approximately O of m cross n. We know that we will never hamper the data that is given to us. Okay, so that's why we made visited. This is important. Okay, because we will never hamper the data, that's why we are making visited array. We can use another method also. There is another method I will discuss in further video. Now, so this is my first leetcode daily problem of the day. I will make the video regularly, so let's tune and subscribe this channel, like this, and follow and comments. If I do some mistake, I did some mistakes, that's comments. Okay, so why let's subscribe and like.